Hello everyone, good evening. I will now showcase how to start the application which I have submitted. I'll I have cloned these two repositories here in this folder. GeoVis is for front end and TSG Geo Analytics is for back end. For front end, to start, it needs a Mapbox access token. So I'll use the existing one which I have created. I'll put that in the env file. So I have put that in this env file. Now let's build the image of both front end and back end. I've built the back end already. Maybe we can remove the cache for now. No cache tag for now. Now that both the images are built, we can run the Docker Compose. We can see the application containers getting spin up. These containers are waiting for Postgres to be available first, and then these will spin up. Now that I've added env and the containers are up, let's explore the front end. I have used Mapbox as part of the map library. Now, since there is no data available yet, we won't be able to see the state's boundary, neither the search functionality. We can see the state boundaries here, since the boundary data is boundary shape files or GeoJSON data is already with coming up with the front end right now. So you can switch to counties or states so that we can look into different states here. Since the data is not injected to this application yet, you won't be able to see any demographic data around of this county or state here. As per my next step, I will be injecting the data to the Postgres. For now, I have maintained a Python script here which will inject the data. Let's run that. This should be run in backend repository. we can see some data processing happened here. We have calculated the centroids for all the cities and put them in the Redis. Now if we go to front end application and select on any place, by default it searches for the nearby cities. The expectation when I click on any area is that it will do a backend API call to fetch nearby cities as well as the demographic data of that county and state. So these two APIs are going to backend and fetching the demographic data here for both county and states, and as well as nearby cities of that place. We can see the cities with the neat boundaries. These boundary data are coming from the GeoJSON data from each of the places. I have added a random palette when selected for each of the city or place. So this state demographics data has a timeline basis, and even the county has a timeline base data. We can select any year. Since the nearby places are cached, we can do a fast quick queries in the nearby geographical data in this fashion. We can see the network over here. These are all coming in a matter of milliseconds. So the cache has been utilized in a fashion where each of the places centroid is calculated and pointed like this. So based on this point to this the radius, whatever places are nearby, those will be displayed here, and that state and county data is captured here. Majority of counties data is only residing in 2020 because that's the census data. As per part of the data scraping or the data related to demographic data, I have utilized uh, a script which will download data directly from census.gov, since there is an API endpoint given by the census.gov. So we'll be able to download those data year wise for any given county or state. We can see the search queries here. It will point the boundary of that particular area. There's a pagination added to this nearby cities API, so that we can limit and extend whatever required data we required distance or number of cities we need. We can see the nearby city calculation is pretty fast because the data is being cached in Redis. I have a list of APIs which I have implemented in the backend. A ready endpoint for backend health, Postgres, Redis, and backend health. This is a nearby API. डेमो చేస్తున్నారా वीडियो रिकॉर्ड చేస్తున్నా
कितने एक्साइटेड हो रहे हो मैडम तुम तो बोलते हो कि तुम शिवा को देख के एक्साइटेड नहीं होते हो स्ट्रेस्ड होते हो
चूतिया है वो चूतिया రికార్డ్ అవుతుందిరా ఇది డెమో ఐ హ్యావ్ టు సెండ్ సో కొంచెం నేను సారీ ఐ రికార్డ్ దిస్ అండ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టు గివ్ డెమో సో ఐ విల్ బి బ్యాక్ So this is a custom polygon. So this is a custom polygon of different coordinates. We got 53 cities in this polygon. This is a polygon based search. This is encompassing regions API. This is demographic API. This is a search API. That is all for the demo. Thank you.